Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Excellence, Monsieur William Ruto, Président de la République du Kenya, Président en exercice du COMESA.
The Chair COMESA, President Ndayishimiye from the Republic of Burundi, the outgoing Chair for COMESA, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, delegations, Your Excellency, Madam Cheleshe Kapwepe, SG from COMESA, ladies and gentlemen, it's a big honor for me to participate in this 24th summit of COMESA. I wish to first and foremost thank President William Ruto and his government and the people of Kenya for the hospitality that has been given to us, and since we arrived here in Nairobi, as well as for everything that has been done to ensure that this important event is successful. I also congratulate you for having accepted to assume the chairmanship of COMESA. I also wish to salute His Excellency President Ndayishimiye for his leadership and dedication during his chairmanship of the COMESA Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1994 to 94, COMESA, through the Treaty of Abuja, has been there, and of course there have been a lot of challenges that has come up that is just faced given the disparities of the economies of the member states, diversity of the policies and national policies, and deficit in terms of infrastructure. So the organization has however been able to grow, and today it has 21 members that has one of the biggest geographical spaces for trade with this GDP of about $26 million. So we have known a lot of progress, and now we have the intercontinental free trade area that this is going to be achieved, and we have our first ambition of ensuring that we have the pillar where we have the RECs, including COMESA, that are going to be part of this continental space. So we're going to ensure that we create resilient economies, and today the continent needs energy, and the 6 million of our African citizens don't have access to electricity. So the infrastructure programs, the PIDA program, with $1 billion that is supposed to invest in this sector. So this remains a big challenge, and Africa imports a lot of food products, and we continue to accelerate this process of digitalization. And the theme of this summit brings this out clearly, and we want to say that this is affecting all the aspects of life, and we only have the capacity to actually be able to control the value chains. So certainly we have good signs in this regard, and COMESA has shown that there is innovation on the food production in 2025. So I'd like to remind you the strong challenges that agriculture is facing, especially when we look at climate change. Ladies and gentlemen,
and open up to broader markets. More integrated groupings, such as SADC, East African Community, and COMESA, 3 regional economic communities, are mutually reinforcing each other into a union that stands as a functional model and a beacon lighting the way towards continental integration. However, these remarkable advances are confronted by recent international economic context, marked by 2 major developments: the end of AGOA on September the 30th, and the introduction of new taxes and tariffs by the US administration on African products. For 25 years, these products had entered the American market duty-free. These new tariffs undermine the competitiveness of African products in the US market, posing a threat to the growth of our national economies, especially those whose vitality depend on export volumes to the United States. This worrying situation makes the importance of EFCFTA even more pressing. Through optimal functioning, it should intensify intra-African trade. The successful completion of EFCFTA Phase 1 on protocols urgently calls for moving to the next step, applying rules and eliminating all friction points, especially persistent non-tariff barriers that are even more harmful than tariffs, across all 8 of our regional economic communities. In brief, I strongly urge all regional economic communities to commit to implementing all technical requirements necessary to the CFTA to operate fully. This will bring about cumulative positive effects, driving the structural transformation of Africa's economy, a foundation for achieving Agenda 2063. My fervent wish is for the 24th Summit of COMESA, of Heads of State and Government, to make COMESA a leader in the full implementation of EFCFTA. For its part, the African Union Commission, faithful to its statutory missions, remains available to support COMESA on its path towards its objectives. I thank you.